Following the disturbing announcement on Tuesday that 171 plausible graves have been identified at the former St. Mary's residential school near Kenora, the chief of Wajishkanigam is calling for more government help. Chief Chris Skeed wants the province and Ottawa to step up and support the ongoing investigation, along with the well-being of survivors and their families. Lee Noonan has more.
The process of uncovering the truth is very hard on the community, says Chief Chris Skeed, and a pathway to healing is needed.
Because the work just isn't going to stop in 3 years. We're going to need ongoing sustained funding because we're talking about mental health supports. We're talking about memorialization. We're talking about a whole gambit of things that are going to come out of this work.
Meanwhile, Ogichida Francis Kavanagh says all of Treaty 3 is mourning with Wajishkanigam. Kavanagh says his own siblings were at St. Mary's and that throughout the region and beyond, there are people still wondering about relatives and friends who never came home from the Catholic institution.
Some survivors, I've heard, in talking with them, they had one of their best friends, one day just disappeared, didn't never knew what happened, never to be seen again. And some of these survivors, they're still out there looking for their best friend.
Skeed says reaching out to survivors outside his community is one of the next steps for Wajishkanigam. They will also be continuing to search in other areas with cadaver dogs once the weather allows. For him, listening to survivors and following an Anishinaabe protocol is essential to the process.
Bibika, you gotta take your time. You gotta get that information that's coming from our survivors because one discussion can lead into many more discussions.
Both Skeed and Kavanagh are concerned about the impact of this announcement on the mental health of their people and encourage anyone who's struggling to reach out to support workers. The National Indian Residential School Crisis Line is available for survivors and their family members at 1-866 0925 4419. Lee Noonan, TBT News.